Hello, good afternoon. It is the afternoon as I'm starting this. It is 5:15 in the evening. I have just finished work for the day and I just thought, let's get a video done. I don't really have time to be doing this, but I've got a wedding this weekend and I need to pack and sort everything out because I'm working tomorrow and then driving home to my parents after work. Got Friday off to help with preparation-y bits, and then Saturday is the wedding. I have a million and one things to do. I don't know if you can see behind me, but my flat is a bit of a bomb site because I've been back and forth so much the last couple of weeks. I have some garlic bread in the oven because I picked up some Marks & Spencer's picky bits to eat this evening because I thought, nice quick picky tea, that'll sort me out. Also need a shower. I need to trim my fringe because it's getting stupidly long, but I feel like there's always the risk when I trim it of it looking horrendous, so I don't know whether to live with it for the wedding or take the risk. We will see how I feel. What else do I need to do? I've got another video to upload and edit, the video that will be going up before this. It was supposed to go up last week, but I've been busy since then, so it's been filmed. It just needs to be edited and uploaded. And I also need to finish making a wrap, like shawl type thing that I need for the wedding because the dress I bought is really difficult to match to and I've not found another one that I like, another wrap. So I've decided to crochet it. It's not finished. It's gonna take a while, so don't think I'm gonna be getting much sleep over the next couple of days. But because I've got so much to do and I've got some packing to do, I need to find all the things I need, all my jewellery, fragrances, hair related stuff, everything. I thought this will keep me accountable. So basically you're just here to help me sort stuff out. And also I am going to be going through some of my makeup bits, figuring out what I'm going to take, what I'm going to do on the weekend, because obviously I am leaving from work tomorrow, so I need all of this stuff packed up in the car tomorrow morning. So yeah, that is the plan. And I just thought it might be quite interesting to see what I'm taking. It might be completely boring, but at least if I try, there will be at least one video going up sometime soon. So I'm hoping that I will have time to edit that other one this evening and maybe upload it tonight. And then, yeah, this will be going up whenever, probably early next week. I don't want to film anything family related. I've said it before, this is my thing. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's see how the evening goes. Right, food has been eaten, so now it is time to get cracking on sorting stuff out. I think the thing I'm going to start with first is fragrances, perfume. So what do I need? I need deodorant. This is the stuff I use. I don't know how good it is, but this one smells good, so yeah. Again, you probably don't care. This I am going to shout out. This is the new Hollister floral spray. If anyone is about the same age as me, I'm 26, and went to a UK high school, this smells exactly the same as like the old Hollister spray that when we were in like year 10, 11, everyone had this. Maybe even younger, maybe like years 8 to 10. Everyone had this, and then they changed the formulas for ages. But I went into a Hollister for the first time in ages the other week, and this one smells exactly like one of the old ones used to. I know they used to be named after beaches in like California or something, but they just call it floral now, but it is such a lovely smell. So I bought one. I think they're about £13 each, but for the nostalgia factor, it was definitely worth it. It's a really light smell as well, so it's technically a hair and body mist, so I just think for a wedding this will be quite good because I can just give it a spritz and freshen up. So yes, that's coming with. And I think I'm a perfume everyday person. I know some people aren't. I've got like a day perfume, but I do have this one that I picked up a couple of months ago. It's Penhaligon's The Favourite. If anyone doesn't know, Penhaligon's is like a really posh perfume brand. It's got a royal warrant. I think it used to be like perfume maker to the Queen and stuff like that. But they're just these beautiful little bottles. Can you see? I've used quite a bit of this one. But I live quite near an outlet, and this was on sale, and this is my favourite smell ever. So it's a bit of a special perfume, so I think I'm going to take that along with me. Just because, again, I can't describe the smell of it. I'm not very good at this. It's it smells like a rich perfume. It's like quite a luxurious smell. I just love it. I've got weirdly expensive taste in perfume, considering I'm not like, in most things I'm not like a massively bougie person. I'm not too, sorry I can't get the lid on there. I'm not sort of, actually I say that, I am. But yeah, perfumes, I just really like this one. So I'm gonna take that as well. Right, we're getting packing done. Let's do skincare next, because I actually don't wear that much makeup. At the moment, I'm just wearing what I wear every day, which is like a little bit of concealer, a bit of powder, bronzer to give like a little bit of shape. I don't do like the whole contouring thing, but I do a little bit of bronzer. Always fill my eyebrows in, because where I've got my hair dyed red, if I leave them my natural colour, they kind of get a bit lost in my face. Literally just one colour of eyeshadow, which is from this palette, the Sweet Peach palette. I don't even know if they make this anymore, but my daily colour is this one here. You can see I've hit pan in quite a lot of these, but this is a relic from my like 2016 makeup loving days. It doesn't really smell like peaches anymore, and I'm definitely not supposed to still be using this because I think it's out of date. Yeah, you're only supposed to have it open for a year, and I think this is probably going on a solid 10 years if I'm talking 2016, but we won't talk about that. And then mascara and a little bit of lipstick. That's literally all I do on the daily. So for this wedding, because I want my makeup to stay in place and I'm going to wear more than I usually do. I mean, I use this all the time anyway. This is just my moisturiser. I use the Clinique Moisture Surge. I've been using this for years. This is one of my favourite moisturisers. I always go back to this one because it's like a gel consistency. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really cooling and it doesn't feel heavy and it's not sticky and it doesn't leave a residue, so it soaks in really nicely. And makeup sticks to it as well, which is always a positive. Now, I can tell I'm going to be doing quite a lot over the next couple of days. I'm probably not going to sleep as much as I need to. And that means that I will get dark circles under my eyes, because I think just like genetically, I am predisposed to dark circles under my eyes. And also my skin has been awful recently. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's like hormonal or whatever, but I go through phases where I have like these blemishes appear and you can kind of see. I don't usually, they're fine, it's just skin. It doesn't really bother me, but I would quite like to not have them in pictures because there will be a lot of pictures taken this weekend. So I use this, which is the, I don't know if you can see, it's the tiger grass colour correcting stuff. So it's green inside. You can see how much of it I've used, but I will show you. So it's green on your finger, and then when you rub it into your hand, so that's quite a lot. But look, it turns, it like picks up your skin colour. I don't know how it does it. That's still looking a bit green. I've used quite a lot. There we go. Look at that. It's taken all the red out of my hand. My hands are really dry at the moment. But yeah, it's just great stuff. I would recommend. And again, it's not oily or greasy. It just sort of colour corrects. And you can put this on over makeup as well. So if it needs a top up, you can just dab it on. And that is a nice little size pot, so that can go in my handbag as well, which is handy. Right, I'm back. I needed a prop for this next bit. Well, it's not really a prop. But this is the dress that I'm wearing. It's like this lovely yellow colour. It's completely different to anything I normally wear. Look at that open back. It's like all slinky. Now, I'm not usually a fitted dress person. This is very far out of my comfort zone. I actually picked it up in TK Maxx, but I just loved it. I love the colour, I love the design. It's got a little bit of a 70s vibe about the design, and I do love the 70s, so that's what drew me to it. But yeah, I just needed that out so that when I'm going through makeup, I know what matches. If I'm being honest, there's a lot of pinks and peaches and like reddy colours. So it might be my usual Sweet Peach, my tried and tested. It could be this, but we will see, because I've got a lot of makeup and I am trying to run down my stash as well, because I've got loads. I think I spoke about this in a video a couple of months ago where I did like a vlog when I was back at my parents', but I sort of grew up through that YouTuber Brit Crew phase, so I watched a lot of like Zoella and Louise Pentland, who were like big makeup people, so I saw a lot of that content, and then like I had all the Too Faced, like the, what was it, the Urban Decay Naked 2-pack, like I've got loads of stuff. I don't want to get rid of it because I obviously really liked it, that's why I bought it, but there's no way you can get through. I mean, I could probably got through this quicker if I just had this palette, but I didn't just have this palette, I had about 7, so I might mix it up, is what I'm saying. This is my makeup box. I know it's not as insane as some people's, but I am just one person and I live by myself in not a massive flat, so any space that I can claim back, I'm gonna do it. But let's think about what we need first. So I'm definitely gonna take, like I said, I'm not usually a foundation person, but I do have some foundation left. There's not much left in this bottle, but it'll be enough to get me through. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection foundation. It's not too heavy, which I like, and when you put powder over it, it goes nice and matte, so that is good. I am also a big lover of the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I've been using this for years, again probably since like I was watching YouTube and it was a big thing, like this was the concealer, everyone used it. They have changed the packaging recently. I don't know whether there's less products in this now, because my old concealers used to last ages, and this is my second one in maybe 3 or 4 months. So I don't know whether they've changed the amount that is in there. They have, however, given us this new like dabber, so it's like a sponge, it's a makeup sponge, which is really handy for if you just need like a little bit under your eyes, or like quite a targeted little bit of concealer. That is really helpful. I'm usually just put it on with a brush type person, but it's a handy little bit to have, and I suppose if I need to chuck this in my bag, I don't have to put a brush in as well, which is good. So I will take that. Powders, I use my, what is it? There we go. The Rimmel Stay Matte. You can see I've hit pan on this. I've probably had about 40 of these over the years. I just keep rebuying exactly the same one, because unlike my love of perfume, don't have particularly expensive makeup tastes. These are all just like super drug purchases. They have gone up since I started buying them, but I think everything has. But yeah, this is just the transparent powder. You can see I've hit pan in a couple of places there. And then the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. Like I said, I just put a little bit on, sort of cheeks, side of my nose, jawline, because then at least I have a jawline. And before I had a fringe, I used to do a little bit over my hairline as well, just to give a bit of dimension. I talk like I know what I'm talking about. I'm not, I've just figured it out over the years. I just keep buying makeup and like doing what I can with it. Eyebrows next. This is the order that I put my makeup on in, which is why I'm running through it this way. So I use, I would show you, but the name is rubbed off. It is the Revolution Brow Pomade, which, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm pretty much at the end. I've got this really like scabby amount left in medium brown. So I have bought myself, treated myself to a brand new one ready for this weekend. So I'm just gonna, actually no, I'm not gonna, I was gonna say I'll just chuck that in the box, but space is at a bit of a premium in my suitcase this weekend, so I will not just chuck the whole box in. It does come with a brush. I have never used the brush it comes with. It comes with this little brush. It's just like a little angled brush on one end, and then this little like curved C brush on the other end. This is what a brand new one looks like. There we go, nice and shiny. Yeah, that's the colour I use. So that is being packed to go with. Going back to foundations really, really quickly, I've got one that I want to just sort of put in here because I always take it with me. It is this one. It's the Rimmel Match Perfection concealer. It comes in this like squeezy tube. You can see how much I've got left. I've got like barely anything. But on the end, it has a brush, so you like squeeze it and then it puts the product through the brush and you just brush it on. Now, I'd been looking for years, like I said, about dark circles. I've been looking for a concealer that covered my under eye like perfectly. And just as I found this, they discontinued it. So I keep this with me for if I ever desperately need some like dark circles covering or like blotches or blemishes or whatever. But I live in fear of the day this runs out because I'm never going to be able to get it again. And the most annoying thing is they still make the foundation. And I used to use the foundation and they changed the formula of it, so I don't use it anymore. But this was the best concealer ever. And I'm just like in denial that I'm never going to be able to find it again. So I'll keep it with me. I'll put it in my makeup bag just in case, because if there was ever a reason to crack out the good concealer, it's a wedding. But yeah, I'm just really, if anyone knows of any types of concealer that are a bit like this or give a similar sort of effect, let me know, because I would be very, very keen to pick some up or try it. I'm doing easy things first before I do what I think are going to be the two most difficult things to decide on, which are eyeshadows and lipsticks. So we are going to do mascara. At the moment, mascara is, I used to use the Too Faced mascara, but that is quite expensive. So I was looking for sort of a dupe or something a little bit cheaper that I did like. And then in the cheapest form of makeup, my nan got some freebies from the Clinique counter. So I've now been using the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I think that basically whenever you buy something from Clinique, if it's over a certain value, they give you like a little goodie bag. I've managed to get one before for buying, I think, moisturiser. But this mascara is really, really good. And it doesn't make my eyes itch. I've got really weird eyes. I've got really like weirdly sensitive to certain things. I haven't figured out exactly what it is that make my eyes itch, but there are multiple things that do. This mascara I can wear all day and it won't affect me, which is great. I just reached the bottom of my makeup bag for the first time in ages and I found 3 empty concealers. So this is another Last Imperfection. This is the one I've just finished. This is the old packaging for Collection Last Imperfection. And this one is Rimmel Multitasker. I've only used this once. I wasn't massively impressed, so I won't be rebuying that. But as you can see, I'm forever rebuying this one. So they can all go in the bin. This is also empty. This is the Maybelline Great Lash, which I believe they've been making since about the 1950s. This was a good mascara. I did enjoy using this. It's got a weird spoolie on it from what I remember. Yeah, it's got a really like stubby little spoolie. And I do really like the packaging as well. It's got a bit of personality. The only reason I didn't repurchase this is because I got my free Clinique ones, so this needs to go in the bin. Right, let's go through some eyeshadow palettes and figure out the one we need. Remember, reminder, this is the dress we're matching, so it's got some like pinks, golds, peaches, things like that in it. Now I do have this, which is like the gingerbread version of the sweet peach, which is the gingerbread extra spicy. This is slightly newer. This might be like a 2020 purchase, so still about 6 years old, but this is the colours. Isn't it lovely? I've never had a reason to wear this green, but I really want to. Can I see you? Hello. But yeah, that's kind of got the right colours in, so that can be a maybe. Like I said, Old Reliable would work, but I think I want to try something different, so I'm gonna not use that one. A very old MAC palette. I bought this in Florida. I don't think that's quite right. Also, I bought these these I did buy when I was 16. It's kind of the most boring colour palette I've ever seen. I think there's a reason why I don't use this one that much. But I mean, they're really nice eyeshadows, so I'll probably get you through them at some point. They're all like very neutral, which just isn't really me. Here's another classic, the Naked 2. I don't know if I've hit pan in any of these. No, I haven't. That was the colours of this one. I know everyone had the Naked 3. I remember the Naked 3 being really popular, and I was like, I'm going to be cool and edgy and different and go for the one that's all like taupe and brown. But I do still really like this palette. It's got a good, I was going to say it's got a good mix of shimmers and mattes, but it's got 2 mattes and the rest of them are all shimmers. I am no longer a shimmer person. I used to be exclusively a shimmer person, but I tend to go matte now because I like a bolder lip, and I think if you do eye and lip, it can get a bit intense. You're just coming with me on a journey now through my makeup. This is a Too Faced Christmas special, I want to say. It says Best Year Ever 2018, so at least there's a date on this one. Oh, this one's got some nice colours. But again, it's not really reading wedding, so I don't think it's that one. The good thing is this little palette comes out of here, so you could just put any other little palette in. And funnily enough, I do have 3 other little Too Faced palettes. These are a Christmas range from relatively recently. I think this is some of the most recent makeup that I've bought or had bought for me. This might have been a Christmas present. Oh, they're nice. But again, they're more reddy than gold. Yeah, not quite. These ones, more purple. And then this one's got a really lovely mint green in it. There we go. How pretty is that? This could be the one. No. Never mind, none of them. This is actually mainly just an exercise in me reminding myself what I've got. This palette I absolutely adore. It's the Revolution Nightmare Before Christmas Corpse Bride palette. Corpse Bride is one of my all-time favourite films. I loved it as a kid and I still love it now. And this is just the most amazing palette of colours. Only thing is they're not massively easily usable. There's a couple that you could probably get away with. And I thought this was going to be the one for this weekend, but I don't think it is. But I do need to remember that I've got this because it is just gorgeous. I don't know how people feel about these ones nowadays, but this is the Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette. I got this as a birthday present from some housemates when I was at university, and this was at the time when like it was fine to watch Jeffree Star. And again, some really pretty colours, but just not everyday colours, you know. I think we're getting to the point where we actually may have started with the right palette. I think it's going to be that gingerbread one. Urban Decay, Game of Thrones. Urban Decay have always done the best collaborations, because I had the Alice in Wonderland palette as well, which I gave to my little sister because I just wasn't using it, and it had some really out there colours in and she loved it. And this is the most extra palette in the world. So you open the top and then a little Iron Throne pops up. I was a huge Game of Thrones fan, and I actually have the Game of Thrones play booked for August in Stratford, and I'm very excited about it. The only issue with this palette is it's got some amazing colours in it. There we go. Oh, that's easier. See, these ones, I think these, are they the Lannister? Yeah. These Lannister colours are very much the vibe of this weekend. But this is just such a big palette to haul around, and there's no way of making it smaller. So I don't think it's going to be this one, but I do like those colours in the Lannister section. So after all of that and making a mess, I've just found another concealer. It's a brand new concealer that I've never tried before. I'm going to put it in my makeup bag just so I don't forget I've got it. Yeah, so after all that talk about how I'm really busy and I've got loads to do and I don't really have time to do any of the things I need to do, I've just spent 25 minutes talking about makeup and making an absolute mess because there's just stuff everywhere now. So I'm going to try and put these back. Right, well, they're not back as neatly as they were before, but we have our winner. Our winning palette is this one. I think there's just some really usable colours in here, like this nice dark brown here I like. This colour is actually in the dress. I should have painted my nails before I did this. And these are nice as well. They will work perfectly. Oh, you can see my iPad down there. Yeah, these will work. So let's go with that one. I will say, as I've been going through this, I've found so much old, dried up makeup. So I will put those in the bin along with the other bits I found. This is all all good. This is one of my old Too Faced mascaras. I don't know how YouTube is about certain words, so it's better than something, but I won't say it because I don't want my views to get restricted. But this was the spoolie for that. But this is dry as a bone, so that could just go. There's another one there. Again, in the bin. Oh my god. And another one. So, back to what I was originally saying. Need to go through lipsticks now. This one's very nearly run out. This is a MAC one that I've had a couple of times. This is Mer, or Emmy. It's Mer, but it's spelled M-E-H-R. That's a contender because I do like a matte lipstick, and I think pink is the way to go with this. There's like a bit of an orangey tone in the dress, but my wrap is pink and my bag and shoes are pink. So this is like a pinky purple. Let me show it again. There. See? It's like a pinky purple matte. I have heard rumour that matte lipsticks are no longer the thing, but I will be wearing matte lipsticks until the end times, so I'm just gonna go with it. This is a recent repurchase. This is another MAC one. I first bought this when I went to maybe Dubrovnik a couple of years ago, but I'd completely forgotten to take any lip things with me, so this was a duty-free purchase, or my original one of these was. This is the Mullet to the Max, which is another matte lipstick in this like pinky browny colour, but this is my work lipstick. This is what I was wearing today before I ate, so I don't think I'll use that one because I don't know why mentally I just want my whole thing this weekend to be, I don't want to wear anything or look like I normally do, with the exception of my hair. But I don't know, there's just something about this wedding that's making me go, I want to look different. I don't want it to look like I could just be going to like a nice garden party at a cousin's house or something. Who remembers these? I've got a Too Faced melted matte lipstick in this pink colour. I quite like that. That could be a contender. I've also got them in red and orange. I forgot I had these. These are really good autumn colours, so I'm gonna put them safe for next year. Or this year, later this year. This whole makeup bag, whole Zoella Beauty makeup bag, is all lipsticks. So let's have a look. Oh, these are actually eyeshadows. This is the Huda Beauty eyeshadow. This is actually a really nice eyeshadow. It's a liquid eyeshadow. I say liquid, it looks pretty claggy. It's quite old now, so maybe I've let it dry out. That would be a shame because, oh yeah, that's definitely dried out. I wonder if I can revive that somehow, but it was really nice stuff. You had like a matte on one end and then a shimmer on the other end that you could paint on. And it was supposed to be like a primer as well, but not for this weekend. I might take this. Who remembers Benefit High Beam? These are like some vintage makeup pulls. This was a highlighter, so it's a highlighter that I always used to put like up here, down here. Not that I need it today, that's like particularly shiny, but it looks like nail varnish. I might pop that in my bag. That might be quite fun for the wedding. My god, I've got a cream eyeliner that is so old, it is like dried out and pulled away from the side of the pot. Can't imagine that'll be any good. This is from Elf. I had quite a lot of Elf. There used to be an Elf shop in Cardiff years and years ago. And I remember my mum taking me one year before my birthday, and she got me like a whole set of makeup. It was like my first makeup. Blusher, do I need blusher? If I'm putting foundation on, I'm probably gonna need blusher because I usually just go on the fact that my cheeks are naturally quite red. You can see colour coming through generally. This is an old Sephora blush. This is from back in the day when there wasn't a Sephora in the UK, and I bought this in 2016 in Florida. This is just making me think I need to do a massive cull of all this makeup and buy new stuff. Oh my god, this is of its time. Look at this lipstick. I still want to try and find a way to make this work. This is a green matte lipstick. Sweet peach gloss. Some of these are like vintage now, you can't get them anymore. It's the Too Faced Alice in Wonderland red lipstick. This was the best red lipstick ever. You'll have seen in my last video I talk about growing up doing dancing, and for our shows we always had to wear like red lipstick. When we were younger, we had to have blue eyeshadow and red lipstick. But as we got older, a lot of us sort of decided, no, we're not doing blue eyeshadow anymore. We used like a brown or gold or whatever. But that was the best red lipstick ever. We all had to wear red lipstick because the stage lights washed us out. And that just stayed in place. There's no moving that. Not that I've used it in years, but I'm going to chuck this in just in case I feel like I need it. It's an e.l.f. Liquid eyeliner. I mean, I don't know if it's actually any good anymore. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's fine. I will put that in because if I'm doing a full face of makeup for the first time in years, I'm doing a full face of makeup. Oh my god, I have so much stuff. This is quite a nice. That's cute. It's a little, oh, that doesn't smell great. It's gone quite chemically. I don't know if it's supposed to. It's a Clinique liquid lipstick. I may have just said it smells chemically. I'll keep it out. Oh, that's a nice colour. It's like a darker, brownier colour than the other lipstick. Not much of that one left, but I will put it in the maybe pile. Back to Sephora. I had completely forgotten I had this. This is another pink liquid lipstick. For a while, everyone was all about the liquid matte lipsticks. It was such a thing, and I love them, and I still subscribe to them, even though they're not really a thing. Maybe that dates me, I don't know. Oh, some Benefit Professional. I don't know if they still sell this. I've not looked at a makeup counter in years, but this was a really good primer. But I do have, how much is too much for like your base? Because I've got like moisturiser, I've got the colour corrector. Do I also then need a primer? I think probably not. I've got another MAC Mur. Oh my god, it's like a full one. Okay, well maybe I'll take that one then. This was my first ever MAC lipstick. It's Cream Sheen Hang Up. It's like a brownie reddy colour, super, super dark. I got this for my 16th birthday, or like we went for a trip to London for my 16th birthday, and I remember wearing this the whole time. All of the pictures I look really pale, and I've got these really bold dark red lips. Still love that. Only thing is it does bleed quite a lot, so I do end up with like lipstick all around my lips. This is quite cute. It's like a tiny little lipstick, but it's a really nice colour. I'll take that too. I do not have the time to be doing this. This has taken almost 40 minutes. Okay, this is a rogue one, but this might actually be the way to go. This is the Urban Decay Game of Thrones lipstick in the colour Cersei Lannister. I don't know if anyone actually watched. Did any of you watch Game of Thrones? Who was your favourite? I was always a Marjorie Tyrell type of person. It's this lovely goldy browny colour. It's kind of a lot more, I don't know whether the pink will be too much because I've got like pink shawl, pink shoes, pink bag. Do I need a pink lip? Or do I need like a... See, I do like that. See, now I do like that. Bit of a shine. And then if I go matte lips, no, matte eyeshadow, a little bit shiny on the lips, maybe. My makeup is gold. My jewellery's gold, so it would be like gold necklace, bronzy lips. I do like that. I don't know why I stopped using that. This is the type of stuff that when I was at uni, I would just wear as like my daily lipstick. That's the potential. What's this? Look at this obnoxious packaging. This was that's a Cream Sheen MAC. Was this like a Christina Aguilera range? Mariah Carey. It's a Mariah Carey lipstick, and I've got the matching liner. I don't know why I bought this. This colour is not... I mean, I used quite a bit of it. You can see like the butterfly is half gone. This is so close to my actual skin colour. When I wear it, it kind of makes it look like I've got concealer lips, which like was before me doing makeup. That was not something I ever did. It just doesn't look great. Do have another Game of Thrones lipstick. Oh, that was it. This was a problem with the Urban Decay ones, I remember. So this is the Sansa Stark Urban Decay lipstick. It's got like the Stark wolf on it, I don't know if you can see. But because it's a sheer lipstick and they're so soft, as soon as you use it, it sort of pushes itself out of the thing, so it gets all like gnarled on the side, but just from the way you like put it up, you put it on your lip and it bends because it's a sheer lipstick. It's basically a gloss in a stick. So as lovely as this is, it's kind of a nightmare to use, which is why I haven't used much of it. So I don't think that's the one. But yeah, in the complete opposite to the eyeshadow situation, I think the last lipstick I found is actually the one I'm going to use. I'm going to take all of those pinks we found as well though, just because until I've actually tried this whole outfit on. I've not tried the whole outfit on yet. I've tried the dress on, the dress looks fine. I've tried the shoes and bag on, obviously. They go together, they're fine. I've not tried it on with my hair done. I don't even know what I'm doing with my hair. Like I said, I need to trim my fringe. And I'm probably going to curl, like really loose curls, because I've got really quite long hair at the moment. So I just want some like wavy curls. Maybe put the top bit up like I have at the moment, but maybe push it up a bit more. I don't know. The dress also came with like, I don't really know what it is. You can use it as a scarf. It's like this super thin bit of material. So you can either use it as like a scarf, which I don't think I'm gonna do because like I said, I'm wearing jewellery, or a headband. It could look quite cute if I did it as like and then tied it at the bottom. Or whether I just go for like a really big bow around my ponytail. I don't know. I'm gonna use it. I haven't decided how yet, but this is the pattern of the dress. It's like flowery and pretty, and I love it very much, even though it's not, like I said, a very me dress at all. There's nothing against this type of dress. It's just not a dress that I'm usually super comfortable wearing. I like things either like I've got now, which is like elasticated and then cinches you in at the waist, because my waist is the smallest part of me, and then I've got quite big hips. So anything that sort of like cinches in and then goes out, which is why I wear a lot of like 50s dresses and stuff, because that just gives me like a nice shape. So this is completely different. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone. But again, like with the makeup, I think my goal is to wear things that I don't usually wear, just to give a bit of a different vibe for the situation. One last thing that I completely forgot about, I just spoiled it a little bit for you there, but from my old going out days, when I was like 18, the town I lived in, there was like 2 massive nightclubs that everyone went out to, and we used to go out like every Friday, Saturday night. Wow, it's bright. I can't see anything. Wait for the motorbike to go past. Wow, it's really bright. Looking a bit like Claudia Winkleman with this fringe. I really can't see anything. Anyway, going out was a big thing in my town, and this was like the holy grail of getting you through a night out looking semi-decent makeup wise. This is the Urban Decay all-nighter. I don't know why this one is in a different coloured packaging, can't remember, but there was a thing about this a couple of months ago that they don't do it anymore. They still use the same packaging, but it's not by Skindinavia. I never even realised that was on the back there, by Skindinavia. Yeah, so this is like the last bottle of this I'll ever have, and there's like a decent amount left in there. There's not that much, but this will definitely be useful on the weekend, especially if it gets particularly warm again. I'm hoping it does. Apparently we're supposed to have rain, but we can hope that either the rain will ease off or we'll go back to our lovely weather that we were having. I know at the time I was complaining about it because I was so hot, but it really was quite nice to have the sun. So that is my makeup bag. It is packed. It is full to bursting, but that is because I've got about 17 lipsticks in there. So that is done. My makeup brushes, God, it's so bright. They're old. God, look at this makeup bag case. They are Spectrum Cosmetics makeup brushes, so this is the ones I use. I could have done with cleaning my makeup brushes before doing my makeup for something so nice as a wedding, but I very rarely have the time to, or I very rarely make the time to. Had I not been talking to a camera for 45 minutes, I could have done it this evening. But yeah, maybe I'll just give a couple of them a rinse off. My eyebrow one is the main one, because that can get a little bit clogged up with product. So we've done makeup brushes, skincare, and fragrance. That is good. Dress is here, that needs to be folded up and packed. I've got pyjamas. I've got pretty much everything I need. I need an outfit for Friday, an outfit for Sunday, and I need to take an outfit because I'm driving back Monday morning to go straight to work, because I just want to try and eke out as much from this weekend as possible. I've also got a really weird week next week in work, so we've got like a team day on Monday that I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I've booked off Thursday, Friday, because on Thursday we're going to see Waitress in Cardiff. So it's a bit of a bitty couple of weeks, because obviously I'm off this Friday, so I'm not going to know whether I'm coming or going by the end of this month, but that's a problem for future Hannah. It's not going to look like it from the video, but I have moved since I last spoke. Just finding a little bag to put all my smelly stuff in. So this is just a little Clarins pouch. I tend to just acquire like makeup bags. I don't know where they come from, but this is quite a good size because I can put spray and deodorant and setting spray and perfume and everything in there, and it will sort of hold itself together, which is good. Moisturiser can go in there as well, and that. I also just found this might be quite handy to put in my bag just in case we're standing round and warm. Oh, I didn't put my blusher. I'm gonna have to try and fit that in my overly stuffed makeup bag. Just about fits. That's all right. Perfume. I don't know whether this is really extra, but I might take it in the box just so that like the lid doesn't come off and it doesn't spray everywhere, just because that would be an expensive mistake to make. So that is that. Only other thing I really need to think about is jewellery. Now, I've bought some new jewellery for this. I bought a necklace and a pair of earrings and a bracelet from Kate Spade, because like I said, I live near an outlet centre, so God, how have they stuck this together? Sorry, Kate, destroying the bag. Well, that's the most awkward bag in the world. Leave the receipt in the bag. We don't need to look at that. So yeah, it's come all boxed up pretty nicely in this little green box. We have, I'd forgotten how nice these are. Little Kate Spade hoops. I just think they're really pretty. Not too big. This is the bracelet. I just love this design. They did have earrings that went with this, like exactly with it, but they were really, really big. And I don't mind a big earring, but these were just a bit, it was just a bit too much. But that's the bracelet. So it's got the little spade hearts and a little stud in the middle. This actually looks quite small. Got quite big wrists. I didn't try this on in the shop. Oh, it does fit, it'll fit fine. I will need someone else to do it up, but that's what it'll look like. It's very pretty. Yeah, famously got weirdly big wrists. It's really difficult to get bracelets that fit. I don't know why I didn't think of that before buying a bracelet. What a daft thing to do. But luckily, it worked out. God, I'm never gonna be able to do this by myself. It really wasn't a wise, it wasn't a wise decision. I can only wear the new jewellery I bought when I am with people. And then this is the necklace. The necklace is what sold me in the first place. I just really love it. I do think I might, when I'm in work tomorrow, when I'm in town for work, I might go and buy some more gold earrings. I've always been, when I was growing up, everyone always bought me silver jewellery, and I still wear a lot of silver, so my little Tudor rose is silver and rose gold, as are the studs that go along with it, I don't know if you can see. And I've got these silver studs with topaz, and I think they're both topaz actually, because that's my birthstone. And then up here I've got a conch piercing, not a conch, can't remember what that is. Need a new earring to go in here because this one keeps turning my ear green. And then on this side, you can see through all of the hair, that's a conch piercing, that's fine, that can stay. Got a little diamante up here, which I'm quite happy with. But obviously if I've got these in that first hole, these are both silver, so I think I need some little gold studs. Like, they can just be costume jewellery. And I do need something to go up here as well. So I'm gonna have to have a look in town tomorrow, which I didn't really want to do on my lunch break because I've got quite a lot of work to get done. But oh well, that'll be the plan. So they can get packed in their little box as they are. Also, I always wear this, which is just an Apple Watch, because I like to know the time, and I'm also really used to having something on that wrist now. The only other watch I have, which I love, is... oh no, has it run out of battery? This could be an issue. If this has run out of battery, I'm going to be really annoyed with myself. But I've got a nomination watch and bracelet. The only reason I think it's run out of battery is because it is not currently 9:15. It's not even 8:15. It is 7:10. So I don't know what's going on here. If this is... this could be an issue. Right. When it hits 7:15, I'm going to set it to 7:15 and then see if it works. Because the idea is, I'll wear this on the day. I know it's silver and the rest of my stuff is gold, but it's the only thing I've got. It's the only other watch I own. There is a jeweller across from me, but I don't think I'm going to have time to get the battery changed. Right, we'll set it to almost 7:15 and we'll see. I should have checked that. I should have checked that before I was packing to leave. And I've been to the jewellers this week as well. That is the ridiculous thing, is I could have just got it all done at once. Oh well, I'll put it back in the box. I will take it with me and we shall see. But how lovely is the box that nominations sell for the little watch and jewellery stacks. I've had the nomination bracelet since I was 13, I think. Yes, this was the first, oh maybe it was before that. I had it, we went to Australia when I was 10 and I had it for that Christmas. I was there over Christmas. I had it since I was 10. And I tend to swap between that and my Pandora one. So there are a couple of birthdays that I've got nomination charms for, and then a couple of ones that I've got Pandora ones for. I am kind of going back through and getting matching ones for both, if that makes sense. I don't think I have is it 18 or 21 that I've got like a nomination, not a Pandora. So yeah, it's ridiculous, but they're both charm bracelets, and I do actually collect vintage charms as well. So I've got like 3 charm bracelets on the go, so trying to make sure I've got everything in all of them is really not easy. But I will stop talking now because I've just come off for another 10 minutes and I've not got the time for this. So yeah, I think that's probably it actually. I think most of this is going to be me talking about makeup, but then again I do like those types of videos. I don't have anything else to show you. I might pop back on if I think of something, but I don't know. I've just started this as a separate clip. I don't know whether it's going to run on from the last one or whether there will be some footage in between. I just wanted to say thanks for watching. This has been a particularly procrastination heavy video, so thanks for getting through it. If you did enjoy this video, if you liked looking through some of my old makeup bits, which I actually found quite fun, do let me know and drop me a follow, subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Usually I do videos about theatre and some like vloggy bits, solo travel-y bits, so if that is something you're interested in, definitely stick around. Leave a comment of if you had any of those pieces, or if you've got any suggestions of things you'd like me to see me talk about in the future. I don't know what I just said. I don't think it was things you'd like to see me talk about in the future, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I think that is it for this week. Hopefully now things will start to calm down again, so I will be able to upload much more regularly. But thanks for sticking with me. It's been a bit manic, but I've enjoyed it, so hope you enjoyed this video too, and I will hopefully see you next week for another video. Bye!